Welcome back to 18 News. Time once again for our weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society on Warrensburg Road here in Jasper. And today Linda Davis joins us. And also with us today is Spencer, a Rottweiler mix.
That's right. You know, we really don't know what these dogs are. This dog has a curled tail, which could indicate a Spitz for that matter. But the coloring with those darling eyebrows and so forth is indicative of a Rottweiler. But this dog is also not as big as a Rottweiler. It's a little thinner, less muscular, and I'll tell you what, it has a sweet personality. People don't think of Rottweilers as sweet. That's why I think this is maybe what's called a Heinz 57, which is the joke, 57 breeds in one. And this dog has the sweetest temperament, wonderful personality. This dog gets along with everybody that comes in here. Gets along with adults, gets along with children. You know, we talked once about the problem with big black dogs. This might be considered medium size, but the darker the dog, the harder it is to adopt. We don't know why that's the case. We think it might be because they're harder to see in the kennel. For whatever reason, black dogs are difficult to get adopted, and this is true across the nation. Every kennel, every humane society, every rescue group ends up having their big black dogs the longest, which is really a shame because whoever gets Spencer is going to be a lucky family or a lucky individual. This dog would be a good buddy for anyone, gentle with children, as I said, a family dog or an individual friend. When you come to the Humane Society, even if you just want to tour, stop by and say hi to Spencer. I just can't tell the public enough what a good dog this would be. I always walk the dogs before we show them on TV, and sure enough, the minute Spencer got outside, he went to the restroom. This dog is, as we say, kennel broken, which people call house broken on occasion or whatever. This is just a wonderful dog. So at the Dubois County Humane Society, our dogs are spayed and neutered. Spencer has been dewormed, has had all its shots, has a wellness check by the veterinarian, a healthy, happy, nice-looking dog for the public to adopt. Our adoption fees are $100 for dogs, but it does include all the things I just said. We also give free advice, free training, and if you have difficulties, please come back to us and we'll help you.
Great. And we got a lot of programs to talk about today, especially with the holiday season coming up.
We sure do. I'd like to bring out 3 programs to the public. The first one is the calendar. I probably should be holding up one. It is $15. And it is the best $15 you'll ever buy.
There we go.
The $15 from this calendar goes to the Humane Society. One of our wonderful programs, such as the Spay and Neuter program. Another wonderful program we have here is the health of the dogs. For example, we have heartworm treatment and various health programs for our animals. The fun part about this calendar is these are local animals. People entered to be in this calendar. There's little interest stories, sub-pictures, and maybe there's somebody you know in here.
Right.
$15? Yeah.
There's a few I picked out already. So
Did you?
Yeah,
okay. That's great. And you can see there's boxes to write your appointments in. Everybody has a calendar, I think. I don't care if they use their phone or whatever. They still have one of these hanging on the wall. And so why don't you come to the Dubois County Humane Society, get a $15 calendar, and benefit the animals here, the cats and the dogs.
Okay.
Our second program is right beside me. Do you know, I think Santa Claus was here.
Really?
Well, I wouldn't swear to it, but
he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
He is. And you know what? He has a rapport with animals. I think he interviewed all our animals.
Really?
And yes, and he made these little ornaments, and a picture of each animal that's up for adoption is on each ornament. But on the back is what they asked for Christmas. And who would ever be able to know that except Santa Claus? That's why I think Santa Claus was here. For example, this is a picture of Tilly, a darling kitty cat we have here. And on the back it says, Tilly wants Purina cat chow, paper towels, and canned cat food. Can you believe it? So that's why I think Santa Claus was here interviewing each and every animal. You come look at this tree and see what we have. Take a tour of our facility. You're under no obligation to adopt. You should just see what the public is serviced by this facility, and then pick an animal here, something that touches your heart. Even though you know you might not be able to adopt that animal, come in and ask for the ornament and purchase what that animal wants for Christmas. What a fun activity.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Bring your children. Teach them that kind of compassion It'll last them a lifetime.
Amen to that. Okay.
And the third and last thing I want to mention is this nice, pretty box right here. Many of our community grocery stores and so forth have these boxes. If you see one of these with the Dubois County Humane Society label on it, that means you can put in here gifts for the Dubois County Humane Society, and you might as well be creative. Of course, we appreciate dog food, for example, but we just ran out of chlorine wiping diapers.
Okay.
They're in a tall tub, and boy, do they come in handy. I was trapping some cats this morning, and unfortunately not watching every move I was making, and one went to the bathroom on my hand. How devastating is that? So I had to pull out those chlorine wipes and get that hand clean for sure. So get creative. Get us some lavender cleaning solution, paper towels, as we already mentioned. Chlorine, wiping diapers.
I'm still kind of traumatized about the cat going on your hand. So
I mean, when
we'll
you
just have to see.
when you volunteer here, you have to be flexible.
Right.
So those are the three programs I wanted to mention: ornaments on the tree, donations if you see this box or anyone like it with our label,
There are a lot
and
of
the
different locations,
calendars.
aren't there?
There's like
I know
IGA
Hometown IGA and so forth.
Right,
All
I'll
just
have to
name a
read
few.
that list. I have
Right.
read that list. We'll have to do it again.
Okay, great.
And I want to mention that sometimes our hours are rather restricted, but the calendars are available at Hettinger Beverage between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Stop by Hettinger Beverage with your $15 and buy a Humane Society calendar.
Okay, great. And of course, information on these and all the other. Well,
And you
first,
know what?
what's
we have
that?
some good statistics we were going to mention.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
It's because they are phenomenal.
It was a phenomenal year for the Humane Society.
Oh, phenomenal, yes. You know, in the past, in days of old, we did the best we could, maybe 70 dogs. Now we're really pushing for those high numbers. We want this facility to be something the public really appreciates. This facility is the public's. This is a service to the community. It's owned by the community because the government gives us not a penny, which I can understand all the cutbacks and so forth. So this community really wants this service, and it is up to them to help us to keep it going. And 2014 shows what a successful job the community is doing in supporting this facility. Do you know, in the past, as I mentioned, we might spay and neuter 40 to 70 dogs and cats and adopt out those dogs and cats. In 2014, we adopted out 350 animals. 330 of those to new families. 20 of them we reunited with families that already owned the dog and lost it. And this is the first place you should call if you lose your animal. So 350 adoptions at this time. Actually, we're up to 411, aren't we? We talked about that earlier, our applications and our brand new adoptions. We're actually up to 411 in 2014. The second statistic I want to throw out there is kitty cats.
Okay.
We have noticed, and the public has called in, that there is an over-cat population. Cats are not native to the United States of America. They were brought over by the boats and ships and so forth when they were keeping the mice under control. But these species are totally out of hand in the United States of America. They can start having babies at 12 weeks. They can have 3 litters a year, average of 6 per litter and so forth. And sure enough, Dubois County has an excess of kitties. But we are being very successful in trapping and catching and helping people with the kitty situation and adopting them out. We have adopted out 110 kittens. That's not counting the adult cats. That's just the kittens we've adopted from this facility this year. And I think one of the reasons for that, and the public should know, is that we have the $5 kitten special. You can adopt an adorable kitten for $5. It still includes spay and neuter, its current shots, and deworming, and a health check. So that's a bargain, $5. The last statistic I'm saving for the grand finale here today, and that is that we spay and neuter every animal we adopt out. So you might think we spayed and neutered about 330, but actually we are almost to the 1,000 mark.
Okay.
The Dubois County Humane Society has spayed or neutered almost 1,000 animals in 2014. What a success story.
Fantastic. Here, everybody's here to be commended and applauded, you know, for the fine job that everybody has done.
Work.
Well, and you know, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we get a lot of you know, this program is a tremendous success. There's no question about it. We hear a lot of people comments that we talk about, tell me how much they love watching the show and so forth, and a lot of our animals that we feature on here, the pets are usually gone,
We
in
had
a very short time.
Humphrey, a short time ago, we had Humphrey the Hound. Right after that show, it got adopted. The next show, we had Tinkerbell, and right after that show, it got adopted. It seems when people see dogs like Spencer, they become very interested.
Okay, great. And information about Spencer and all the other fine animals available for adoption here at the Dubois County Humane Society is available by checking out their website at DuboisCountyHumane.com. or .org, I should say, or petfinder.com. And of course, you can check out videos like this and all the other ones available on our YouTube channel, on our website, WJTS.tv. And of course, our adoption hours are from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, Saturday from 1 till 3 p.m. and right here on Warrensburg Road in Jasper. So again, thanks. A lot to cover today. I mean, I tell you what, this is probably our longest program ever. Linda, thanks very much for joining us. Thank you for watching. Weather's next.